Okay, so sitting on the staircase, what we're gonna do, we picked up this paint thinner from Home Depot. It was recommended by one of the associates in there. My husband actually went to pick it up, and we wanted something that could work on both wood and metal because the door is metal, so it looks like this. Never really used it before, don't even know what this one, the one that I know of is the citrus one. So we're gonna try this one, put this on the door to try to get some of the previous paint off the door, because it have several layers of paint in certain areas, and you can kind of see that in the patch. You can see I started scraping it early on, and then that's when I realized that, you know, it had a bunch of patches. So we're just gonna try to use the paint thinner to kind of get it to the metal state, and then we're going to paint that. So I want to test it on a little swatch or something, and then see how it turns out. And then we want to kind of get the entryway together before the holidays, because I want to be able to decorate it. So it's going to be the door and that little, you see, yeah, that little ceiling area. That's our little entryway area. Would also look like a little caked up of popcorn ceiling. So we're going to be scraping that. That's the only other piece that I'm going to be scraping in this house, because it's small. Don't know how we're going to get the angle, but it's going to be done. It's going to be painted white, and then we're going to change that light fixture as well. So let's get started with that so we can get this on. And yes, I'm wearing my scarf because I don't want the dust and all that stuff getting in my hair. And yeah, so we're going to go that route. This is how far we've gotten with sanding and whatnot with the door. Hubby went and sanded it, used that liquid, no, it wasn't liquid sandpaper, that paint thinner, and went in sections on the door and kind of just scraped it all off. So let me explain. Let's go up here. So this is the actual color of the door. Obviously this was the paint that was on the door, but this is the metal of the door right here. But that paint thinner was doing such a good job that it was taking off obviously all the paint. Now this part right here, the original paint, this was the only part of the door that like didn't need as much scraping, so he didn't put any paint thinner on this, but it's still smooth to touch, so when we do paint it, it's still gonna blend. But this over here, what it looked like they did is that they started trying to scrape, the previous owners started trying to scrape the paint off the wall and then got frustrated and stopped. And I completely understand, because when I started, that's exactly what I did. So that area I started with originally when we first moved in, and then I stopped, honestly, right there. That was the easiest part, to just scrape, and the rest was like complicated. So they just painted 2 different layers of paint 2 different times. I don't know, whatever. And so that's what made it difficult. But with the paint thinner, when hubby, you know, put it on in sections, it was able to like bubble up and started like just coming right off. So I just got done like sanding it, and honestly, it didn't really need it much sanding to begin with. That paint thinner actually did a really good job. It does have a smell, a potent smell, so you might want to open up a window or something, but the smell does dissipate when you get rid of the, you know, the pieces that fall off. Like once you throw them in the garbage and throw them away, then that's what the thinner is on, so that goes away. So what I'm going to do now, turn the camera around. I'm going to prime the door. Sorry, the AC just came on, and the AC is like right upstairs. So I'm going to prime the door and let that dry and get it ready for painting. I'm so excited because the color of the paint is going to be a color I've been anxious to get on this door for the longest. So we're trying to get, this is the plan. Hold on, let's sit down. Let's have a chit chat. Ooh, not young no more. Okay, so the plan is to try to get as much as we can do with the entryway done before the holidays. So what we're doing is door, the little entryway thingy up there, which one? Wait. So hubby scraped the ceiling too, guys. Look at it. Look at it. Oh my gosh, no more popcorn ceiling, at least in this area. This is the area that I really wanted that popcorn ceiling to like disappear, because if you could see there, let me try to zoom. They kind of like caked up something there. Don't know, it could have been a bad patch job, I don't know, but that's gonna be sanding up there. So to see that like bare and plain looks like so beautiful to me, and what I'm gonna do is like sand it, and that's gonna be painted white with a new light fixture. Yes, so that he did, and I'm so happy that that's done, because I really want to get the entryway done. So entryway, that part is going to be done. The stairs, like the banister and the rails, are going to be painted. The stairs are going to be sanded and painted, and the loft area, at least the flooring, is going to be painted, and all that is going to get set up and ready, because I want to put like a tree up there. Yes, it's going to happen. It's gonna happen. So trying to get this area like settled so that it has a nice flow when you come inside the house. Hopefully this year I'm able to do a Christmas store, because I still haven't done it. Yeah, shame on me, haven't done it. Wanted to do it, but have not done it. So hopefully I can this year, which means I have to start now. Yes, we're in October, but I still have to start. So we want to have a nice flow when you enter into the house. So anyway, let me get started and get my supplies ready to prime the door, so we could kind of work step by step to get this front door finished. All right, have to change in my painting shirt. So I'm using my regular old, what's the name of this? Using my regular old PB&G gripper. I use this in my kitchen. Okay, so door is primed. For the most part, I did touch up the edge frame as well, just to give it a touch up, because I still have to go and like put the painter's tape on the edges so that I can get a clean cut, because the door is going to be a different color from the frame. So I'm just going to let this sit for like 30 minutes, because I really want it to like dry. It's not just a primer, but it's also a gripper, so it's going to provide a lot more smooth texture for when I put on my paint that's over it, because it's kind of like, how will I say, it's like if you have a previous paint on a surface and you did your signing and prepping and all that stuff, and you want to obviously put another coat of paint on it, what this gripper does is it kind of blends in, like how I had this that was already still had the original paint, white paint, and then the steel. What that gripper does is kind of blend and create like a smooth blending area, so there shouldn't be a differentiation between the white and the gray, that they just have a nice smooth surface. So we'll see, because the paint color that's going on the door is a lot darker than this. So gonna let this dry and come back and get start on my top coat paint, and then I'll probably do 1 or 2 coats of those, and then I'll probably be done for painting the door. casa. Or casa. Anyway, so it is actually a couple days later, because when we finally finished the door, or at least painting the door, it was pretty late at night, and it was on the weekend, so we did have to put a pause for the weekday and try to complete it. But as you can see, it's already painted. So this color is actually a very dark gray. So it looks like black, and it's still supposed to be some type of reflection of black, but it's a very dark gray. So we did choose an egg color finish just to give it that little bit of sheen, because it is a door, you know, a lot of traffic goes to that door, hands, feet, and whatnot. So I want to be able to clean it. And this is as far as we got right now. So if you remember, well, obviously this is the same video. So what we're gonna try to do is get the start sanding the little entryway area, which I think I might have to make a stop to Home Depot because I still didn't get the paint. So gonna try to get that sanded and prep for painting, because that's gonna be white. And then we want to try to change the lighting fixtures and whatnot, and kind of lightly decorate in that area. So we're just gonna pick back up where we left off a couple days ago, because life is lifing right now, right? It's lifing. Alright guys, so this is the final result of how it turned out. I really love the color of the door and the new light fixture that we added in. It just made the space more open, a little more airy, even though the door is like a darker color. And if you could notice on the ceiling, we did try whatever that caked up substance was. It was really difficult to get off, so we just went with it. But the most part of it, we scraped off the popcorn ceiling and kind of use the same paint to make it blend. So overall, it still looked awesome. So we did end up adding new doorknobs and everything just to finish up the look, and really in love with it, guys. So this is part one. Next week we're going to be having a part two where I lightly decorate this area and get it all finalized so that we can kind of bring in that holiday effect. And sneak peek, we actually started painting the handrails as well, just because, you know, I had the paint out and it was something easier to do, so I just started on that so I can get prepped for the entryway, guys. But until then, I will see you in the next video. Bye.